Welcome back to Standard 9 Science and Technology Part 1. This is the final module of the chapter Substances in Common Use. Shall we have a recap of our previous module? We have learned about the uses of radioactive elements in various fields like industry, medicine, etc. We have also learned about the hazards of radioactive substances and its radiation. We have learned about the food colors and essences and what are their harmful effects, and also we have learned about dyes. In this module, we will be learning about artificial colors, deodorant, about Teflon, powder coating technique, anodizing, and also about ceramics. Children, can you tell what problems do you get after playing colors on Rang Panchami and on Holi, and why? If you see, the colors used during Holi and Rang Panchami contains many harmful chemicals. So they cause various skin diseases as well as allergies. It may also cause cancer as the colors are made up of various harmful chemicals. So which colors will you use to prevent the occurrence of these problems? To prevent it, we can use colors from natural extracts that will be friendly to the skin. So what problems do you have on painting the house and furniture? The paint colors may contain high proportion of artificial colors as well as harmful chemicals. It may cause problems like itching, allergy, etc. It is commonly seen in the people who are in the painting profession. Children, if you see artificial colors, the artificial colors are regularly used on Rang Panchami or while decorating the house by painting, etc. If you see, the red color that is used on Rang Panchami is the very dangerous one. It contains high proportion of mercury in it. Mercury is a heavy metal. So this poses risk like blindness. If it falls on the eye, it can cause blindness. It may cause skin cancer, asthma, itching of the skin, and permanent blocking of sweat pores, etc. So it is necessary that artificial colors should be used very cautiously. Children, now let us learn about deodorant. When our body heats up, it naturally releases sweat to cool down the body. Body odor is caused by the bacterial decomposition of this sweat. So if you see, a deodorant can be used to prevent this odor. We know that everybody like a fragrant deodorant because it helps us to remain fresh for the whole day. But if you see, large scale use of deodorant is seen in adolescent. This is a result of the advertisement they are seeing in the TV. Deodorants, they contain parabens made up of, that is, ethyl, methyl, propyl, benzyl and butyl parabens, and also alcohol is present in large proportion. Aluminum compounds and silica are also used in deodorants. Deodorants, children, can be classified into three types, that is ordinary deo, antiperspirant deodorant as well as clinical deodorant. In the ordinary deodorant, if you see, it contains only a small proportion of aluminum and it decreases the odor of the sweat. About antiperspirants, they decrease the extent of sweating itself. Ordinary deo, it does not affect sweating, it just decreases the odor of the sweat. But antiperspirant, they decrease the extent of your sweating. It contains about 15% of a chemical called aluminum chlorohydrate. This clogs the sweat pores, that is, it closes the sweat pores on the skin, so you will sweat less. If you see about clinical deodorant, so there are some people who naturally sweat heavily and it harmfully affects their skin. So clinical deo is meant for only such people, but it contains about 20 to 25% of aluminium in it. It is especially used during the night time. Let us discuss the harmful effects of using deo. Children, aluminium and zirconium compounds are the most harmful chemicals that are present in a deodorant. Next time you purchase a deo, please check for these compounds. So disorders like headache, asthma, respiratory disorders, heart disease are likely to occur even without our knowledge. So there is a possibility of various skin disorders also and even skin cancer due to the presence of aluminum chlorohydrates in the deodorant. So it is advised to use deo only when in need, not regularly. Children, now we are going to learn about something called Teflon. Children, have you seen these type of utensils at home? We generally call these as non-stick cookwares, isn't it? These non-stick cookwares, if you see, they have a very nice finish. That is, they have a very nice coating, generally in a black color you see. And this coating is nothing but Teflon. We generally call it as a non-stick coating. So Teflon is used for coating cooking utensils and also in industrial equipments. The main purpose is to avoid sticking of the compounds. So this is a polymer of tetrafluoroethylene. Roy G. Plunkett is the scientist who discovered it in the year 1938. Its chemical name is polytetrafluoroethene. If you see the formula, it is C2F4N times. Let us learn the properties of Teflon, children. If you see, atmosphere and chemical substances, they do not have any effect on Teflon. Neither water nor oil will stick to Teflon coated articles. This we have seen many times. High temperatures also do not affect Teflon because its melting point is high, that is about 327 degrees Celsius. If you see the Teflon coated articles, they are very easy to maintain and clean. What are the uses of Teflon? The very well use, we know that it is used in cookwares. Not only that, Teflon, it is a poor conductor of electricity. So, the Teflon cladded wires and parts, they are used in high technology electronic instruments. We know that it is used for making non-stick kitchenwares also. The colored metal sheets of two-wheelers and four-wheelers are given a Teflon coating so that it will protect them from damage due to high temperature and also rain. Now we are going to learn about a technique called powder coating. Children, powder coating, what it is? It is a method of applying a layer harder than paint on the surface of iron object to prevent rusting. So in this method, if you see a polymer resin, that is a gum-like thing, a pigment, that is a color, and some other ingredients, they are melt and mixed. They will be cooled down and ground into a uniform powder. This is the base. So this powder will be sprayed on the polished metal surface by a technique called electrostatic spray deposition, generally called as ESD. What is done in this method? In this method, the particles of the powder, they are given an electrostatic charge. Due to this charge, a uniform layer of powder will stick to the metal surface and the binding will be very strong and highly durable. After spraying, the object is heated along with the coating. So during heating, a chemical reaction occurs in the layer. It results in the formation of a long cross-linked polymeric chain. Like a mesh, it will cover the article. This powder coating is highly durable. Not only highly durable, it is hard and also attractive. So the powder coating is not only done for iron articles but can also be done on plastic and also something called medium density fiber board which has high usage in day-to-day life. Next, we are going to learn about a process called anodizing. Children, if you see aluminium article, A protective layer is formed naturally on the surface of aluminum metal because it reacts with oxygen in the air. This layer can be artificially made with desired thickness by anodizing process. Anodizing is done by electrolysis. The process is called anodizing because the part or the article that to be treated, it forms the anode electrode of an electrolytic cell, and a dilute acid is taken in the electrolytic cell and aluminium article is dipped in it as the anode. When an electric current is passed, hydrogen gas is released at the cathode and oxygen gas will be released at the anode. So the reaction with oxygen occurs and a layer of hydrated aluminum oxide is formed on the anode, that is on the iron article itself. So this layer can be made attractive by adding various color to it. So this makes the iron article highly durable as it prevents rusting. Children, we use anodized cooking utensils like griddles and cookers. Why we are using them? An anodized finish is chemically stable. It does not decompose and it is non-toxic. Heat levels will not damage the anodized finish, and these anodized surfaces are heat resistant as they have the melting point of about 1221 degree Fahrenheit. Most important for a cookware is hard anodizing makes cookware surfaces so smooth that they become virtually non-porous. That is, they do not have any pores. Pores in the metal cookware are one of the leading reason why they stick while cooking. So anodizing prevents these pores so food articles do not stick while cooking. What are ceramics? Ceramic is a heat resistant substance. It is formed by kneading an inorganic substance in water and then shaping it and hardening it by heating. We are very well aware of this ceramics. Take for example the pots made by a potter, Mangalore roofing tiles, construction bricks, terracotta articles are some examples of common ceramic articles that we see around us. How this ceramic article is made? When clay is kneaded with water, shaped and then fired in a kiln at a temperature of about 1000 to 1150 degrees Celsius, a porous ceramic is formed. This is the first step. After that, to overcome the porosity, the fired object will be covered with something called glaze, which is a finely ground glass powder suspended in water. This glaze covers the pores. After being glazed, it is then introduced to fire again. As a result, the surface of the ceramic becomes shiny and its porosity disappears. Let us see some types of ceramic. One such is porcelain. Porcelain is a hard, translucent and white colored ceramic. It is made by using a white clay called kaolin. It is found in China. This glass, granite and mineral feldspar is mixed with kaolin and kneaded with water. The resulting mixture is shaped and fired in a kiln at a temperature of 1200 to 1450 degrees Celsius. On firing again after glazing, beautiful articles of porcelain are obtained. The next type is called bone china. Bone china is made by adding some ash of animal bones in the mixture of china clay, feldspar and fine silica while making the porcelain. Similar to porcelain, the difference is that ash of animal bones is mixed with the clay. So this ceramic is harder than porcelain. Let us learn about advanced ceramics. Children, oxides like alumina, zirconia, silica and some other compounds like silicon carbide boron carbide are used instead of clay for making these advanced ceramic articles. This ceramic requires a temperature of about 1600 to 1800 degrees Celsius and also an oxygen-free atmosphere for firing. This process is called sintering. More about ceramics. Children, ceramics can withstand high temperature without decomposing. The ceramic is brittle, water resistant, and an electrical insulator. Therefore, they are used in many electrical instruments for coating the interior of the kiln. The outer surfaces of ships and blades of jet engines also uses ceramics. A certain type of ceramic tiles are fixed on the outer layer of a space shuttle. Some types of ceramics are used as superconductors also. So children, let us summarize this module. Chemical mixed colors for Holi and Rang Panchami can cause various skin diseases and allergies and also cancer as the colors are made of various harmful chemicals. The paint colors may contain a high proportion of artificial colors and harmful chemicals that can cause problems like itching, allergy, etc. Therefore, it is necessary that artificial colors are used cautiously. A deodorant is used to prevent body odor. Deodorant is of three types: ordinary, antiperspirant, and clinical. Disorders like headache, asthma, respiratory disorders, heart disease, various skin disorders, and also skin cancer can be caused due to excess use of deodorant. Teflon is a polymer of tetrafluoroethylene used for coating cooking utensils and industrial equipment to avoid sticking. Powder coating is a method of applying a layer of harder than paint on the surface of an iron object to prevent it from rusting. Anodizing is forming a protective layer on the surface of aluminium through electrolysis. This layer can be made attractive by adding color in the cell during electrolysis. Not only aluminium, iron article can also be used for anodizing. Ceramic is a heat-resistant substance formed by kneading an inorganic substance in water and then shaping it and hardening it by heating. Porcelain is a hard, translucent and white-colored ceramic. Bone china is made by adding some ash of animal bones in the mixture of china clay, feldspar and fine silica while making porcelain. This is harder than porcelain. In advanced ceramics, oxides like alumina, zirconia, silica and compounds like silicon carbide, boron carbide are used instead of clay. Ceramics can withstand high temperature without decomposing. They are used in electrical instruments for coating the interior of a kiln, the outer surface of ships and also blades of jet engines. Certain type of ceramic tiles are fixed on the outer layer of space shuttle also. Some type of ceramics are used as superconductors. Hope you have learned many interesting facts in this chapter, children. Thank you. Have a great day.